The character of Joker in Stanley Kubrick's FullMetalJacket is a war correspondent for good reason. He is our witness. In true objective journalistic fashion, he never chooses a side. He helps to bully Private Pyle, but is also ordered to help him. Joker partakes in both of these actions. He is both the good and the bad part of us all. He writes for a newspaper that should tell the truth, but lies to its readers. And this is explained to Joker as his job to keep up the morale of the soldiers who read it. Just like his treatment of Pyle, he is beating him, but also holding his hand. He wears a peace badge, but writes "Born to Kill" on his helmet. Joker does not know where his loyalties lie. He is an observer until his human nature takes over and forces him to act. Many have asked the question, could Joker have killed the enemy sniper at the end of the battle without his military training? The part of Joker's character that allows him to kill the young sniper at the end of the movie, I believe, is not to be interpreted as Joker becoming what the military wanted him to be. Joker already has this character trait within him. We all have. Kubrick references this part of man in the Dawn of Man sequence in his earlier work, 2001: A Space Odyssey. Man has always killed man. Joker is an evolved form of Kubrick's studies on violence. The squad in FullMetalJacket are based on different aspects of humanity, and each of the main characters has an alternative version of themselves. FullMetalJacket is a movie about the contradictions of humanity. Kubrick scholar and author J. Cox said of the character of Animal Mother, "Animal Mother is kind of like the Pyle character, only with some shreds of sanity left. This tells us, like the Born to Kill on Joker's helmet versus his peace badge, the characters themselves also have contradicting or opposite sides that are represented in the film. In the second half of the film, when the soldiers are in combat, I think this is most importantly represented in Joker versus Rafterman. If we take a look at Joker, he and Rafterman are the same people for the most part.
Well, it depends on the situation. I mean, I'm here to take combat photos. But if the shit gets too thick, I mean, I'll go to the rifle.
They are both Caucasian, blonde, and seemingly educated men who work as journalists.
I wanted to be the first kid on my block to get a confirmed kill.
Joker represents both a killer and a humanitarian. Rafterman wants to get into the shit and kill. He is impressed with Joker's gun-ho show or killer's side. Yet later, Rafterman is seen vomiting when he sees the door gunner shooting women and children. Later in the film, Rafterman chooses his violent side and does what Joker cannot by killing the sniper in battle. In essence, the violent side of Joker that Rafterman comes to represent saves Joker's life. This is evidenced in a quote from actor Adam Baldwin, who plays the character of Animal Mother in the film. Baldwin states, "I think if there are any main themes from FullMetalJacket, it would be that war always destroys. Be it the character, the psychology, be it the sensibility. It's a destructive force, yet necessary." I think this is one of the most important things I've heard said about the film from anyone, and has helped to inform a new way we could possibly understand the film. This is reinforced by Kubrick's own words when he talked about the war movie. Kubrick states, "But there may be a fallacy in anti-war films that showing people war as bad will make them less willing to fight a war. FullMetalJacket suggests that there is more to say about war than it is just bad. It is necessary for Rafterman to do what he does to save Joker's life. It was necessary for him to be a killer. But how he deals with that killing is repulsive and disgusting, and for my money,
I fucking blew her away!
is the most haunting and disturbing thing in the whole movie.
My left finger and my heartbreaker.
Rafterman does not mourn the death of the sniper. He celebrates it. He has chosen a side and become just like the door gunner who was once his opposite.
How can you shoot women, children? Easy.
This is something Joker could never do. At the end of the film, there is a psychotic split, and Rafterman comes to represent the born-to-kill side of Joker. All the way through the movie, Joker has not gone either way, but in the end we see both sides, his violent side and the humanitarian side, kill the sniper. This is the reason why the sniper has 2 deaths. The sniper is killed once for glory as Rafterman, and then killed once again as Joker for humanity, as he wants to stop the sniper's suffering. It's not the death that's the main point, it's how we deal with it.
She's praying.
We finally see Joker split in 2, the killer and the peace badge, the horror and the humanity.
We can't just leave her here.
Hey, asshole. Cowboy's wasted.
Author and Kubrick scholar J. Cox said, "Here we have the impression the last vestige of Joker's civility is about to be challenged and discarded. He is going to get first blood here, and what does that mean?" This is contradicted by Kubrick's own words, as many views of critics and scholars often are. Kubrick states on the ending, in a 1987 interview with Gene Siskel, Kubrick is more optimistic, possibly in keeping with the character of Joker, who Kubrick said is no longer simply a Joker at the end of the movie, but a positive life force. This helps reinforce the idea that Joker has changed at the end of the movie, and perhaps that his more positive humanitarian side has survived the battle.
I'm just saying we can't leave her like this.
FullMetalJacket is about the battle for humanity that rages inside of us all. We are all born to kill, but also have a humanitarian side. Even Animal Mother, who is often described as the ultimate soldier, kills in the end for his friends. He disobeys a direct order from his superior officer. These men don't kill for the military. They kill for themselves and the bond they feel for each other that was instilled in them in the basic training. Joker wants revenge for his friend Cowboy's death, not because he wants to kill the enemy. This is how training helped to make Joker into a killer in the end, but ultimately, he doesn't kill for revenge, he kills for humanity. Animal Mother ultimately kills for his squad mates, and Rafterman kills for glory. These soldiers all represent the different reasons why we kill as human beings. FullMetalJacket is not really a war movie, it's a further exploration from Kubrick about the psychology of the battle for humanity inside of us all. I'd like to leave you with Kubrick's own words. I don't see the characters in terms of good or evil, but in terms of good and evil. The only character who is beyond the pale is the helicopter door gunner. The war is evil, and the soldiers and civilians were its victims. This has been a brief analysis of another one of my favourite Kubrick films, FullMetalJacket, which I think is a film that is often misunderstood. So if you did like this video, please like and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. And as always, thanks for listening.